Welcome to a new episode of Just a Taste. This is a gaming news show where we'll go over all sorts of gaming related news from the past week. I'm your host, Saint Bless Pretzel, and let's jump to the news. A new raid event for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is happening this weekend. This new event features Dittos of at least 5 Max IVs and a wide variety of Terra types, which is really useful if you ever want to breed Pokemon competitively. This event lasts until tomorrow the 9th, so be sure to grab some while you can. A new Marvel Snap season begins. This new season, Animals Assemble, is themed around animals in the Marvel universe, like Goose, Cosmo, and Jeff the Baby Land Shark. The card Hit Monkey headlines the new Battle Pass, and the season also adds 3 new cards and 2 new locations. The new game Meet Your Maker has been released, and people seem to enjoy it. However, a major flaw has been ruining the fun for some players. The fact that you don't have to beat your own dungeon before publishing it means that many of them are unbeatable. Encountering one of these unbeatable dungeons probably doesn't feel too great. Fire Emblem Engage's 4th Wave DLC was released, and it features the new story scenario, Felg's Analog, where you meet alternate versions of the characters you already know. It also features new characters, locations, maps, and new class types. A new update for No Man's Sky has been released. Since this Interceptor update is really big, I will simply leave a link in the description to the changelog, and make sure you have water before reading it, because you might be there a while. The Mercenaries free DLC for Resident Evil 4 has been released. This DLC adds a classic Mercenaries game mode, adding replayability to the game beyond the main story. The game Strangers of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin is now available on Steam. The new indie game Curse of the Sea Rats has been released. This swashbuckling Ratoidvania adventure is about a crew of prisoners turned into rats trying to regain their bodies. It has beautiful hand-drawn animations, but the gameplay lacks polish. It also allows for couch co-op multiplayer, so check it out if you're interested. Accessibility tags are slowly being added to games on the PlayStation Store. These new tags will allow you to see if a game has the accessibility options you need before buying, which will be useful for many. The ID at Xbox presentation happened this week, showcasing cool upcoming indie games. Let's have a look at some highlights. Cassette Beasts is an open-world RPG similar to Pokemon, but instead of capturing new Pokemon, you record monster forms that your characters can transform into. You can also fuse some of these monsters together. It really seems worth trying out when it comes out on the 26th. The second episode of Coffee Talk, the barista simulator where you serve supernatural beings, releases on the 20th. The new first-person shooter, The Explorator, is a game I strongly recommend watching the trailer of. This old-school first-person shooter has a thematic look that is sure to catch your eye. More gameplay details about the upcoming Metroidvania, The Last Case of Benedict Fox, have been showcased. The gameplay looks interesting with a very calculated combat system. The upcoming deduction adventure game Lil Guardsman has been announced. This game has you playing as Lil, covering for her dad's shift as the castle guard, and seems to be a fantasy take on the well-known game Papers, Please. Xbox Game Pass changes for the month of April have been announced. New games joining Game Pass this month include Loop Hero, Iron Brigade, Ghostwire Tokyo, NHL 23, and Minecraft Legends. However, as usual, a few games are leaving the service with a 20% discount until the 15th, such as Life is Strange True Colors, The Long Dark, and Rainbow Six Extraction. A new developer update for Dead by Daylight has been published. In it, the devs react to the feedback from their previous development update and tweak the changes in a way that looks healthier for the game, which is reassuring to see. The name of the next Among Us VR map has been revealed. Following the release of a lo-fi soundtrack, the name Pulse Point was revealed to be the winner of the community votes. Let's go over a few highlights of what you should keep an eye out for in the next week. A new season of Overwatch 2 is starting on Tuesday the 11th. Genshin Impact version 3.6 is releasing on Wednesday the 12th. The free DLC to Ghostwire Tokyo and its Xbox release on the same day. Also on the same day, Pokemon Stadium is coming to Nintendo Switch Online. House Flipper's Farm DLC will release on Thursday the 13th. The second DLC of Vampire Survivors, Tides of the Foscari, will also release on the same day. Last but not least, Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection will be released on Friday the 14th. We have now reached the end of today's show. If you learned something new, or if you have games you want me to cover in the future, leave a comment and I will have a blast reading them. I will also always try to leave as many links in the description to the different news I've covered. So if some of the news got you hungry for more, go have a look down there. And while there, grab a free like and subscribe shaped candy, they're delicious. See you guys next week, and remember, this was just a taste.